Okay. Is everything good? Just have to make sure. Yep. So, this is Skyrim, guys. And I'll have Twitch chat on the side so I can read everyone's comments on the run. Okay, so time will start as soon as I start moving, which is really quick. And it's going to be like, I should just give a countdown. So whenever you're ready, I'll begin the run. Okay. Yeah, so let's just say time starts once I load this save then. That works out the best. Yeah, hopefully this run will go better. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I'm Kronos, and I'm the second place runner to world record. I got a time 19 seconds from world record like a few days ago. And I'm going to be doing a new route for the run. And this is like pretty much brand new. It's only 2 weeks old. So I'm going to start, once I start the save, time's going to start. So 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so off the bat, we're going to have a bunch of glitches, starting with infinite sprint. So we use the infinite sprint glitch to jump around the house and do a bunch of parkour here. And we're going to set up another glitch immediately called load warping. So I made a save back there that we'll get back to. And what we're going to do is transfer the location of one save to another save, because right now our hands are bound and we need to do something before we'll be able to get unbound. Oh yeah, quick note guys, if you want to see some Skyrim glitches, there's a ton of glitches that are in this game. There's going to be a glitch exhibition if you guys can reach the incentive. I'm pretty sure it's one of like the few that are not met yet. And what we just did there was a glitch called load warping. Yeah. It's pretty difficult because it's almost a frame perfect trick. But that's fine. Not too bad after doing it a few, like 1,000 times. A few thousand. And now we're going to do everyone's favorite glitch, the horse tilt. And we're just going to climb up this mountain. Or more like hilly path. And for horse tilting, what we're going to do is make a save at the top of this hill. Just kind of like this. And then the horse appears once you do a wait here. We're just going to punch the person, the hunter, off the horse. And then do this. So we made a save right there to do a horse tilt. I need to do that again. That wasn't enough speed. This should be good. And we're going to just climb all the way up High Hrothgar here. And land right in the water here. Just kind of like that. Skyrim horses do a lot of things. Now we're going to warp up to Dragon's Reach here. So we can get the discovery location. And now we're going to do the brand new glitch. So this is called ghost tilting. And what happens is if you make a save just as you use the tanning rack, and then do a horse tilt. Oh, that's the wrong save. Give me a second. Okay, Skyrim. So I just made a save right as I used the tanning rack, and it's a pretty close to frame perfect trick. And what happens is if you do a horse tilt while you use the tanning rack, you get to go through objects while you're horse tilting. So as you can see, I'm going through mountains and everything. And I need to discover a very specific location. Okay, I need to redo that. Didn't have enough speed. It's a pretty hard trick. I believe only 2 runners right now are currently using this trick. What we're going to do is discover Old Holden right here. Make it all the way to Riverwood, but that wasn't enough speed again. This is typical Skyrim runs. You basically do this trick until you get it. But even though like we're doing this like multiple times, it's still way faster than doing it originally. Okay, that was a lot better. And you also have to be careful not to go into caves or loading zones, otherwise it stops your ghost tilt. So now right here we're going to line up pretty specifically right under the Throat of the World. So we discovered the Throat of the World and we fast travel to Old Holden. You're squeezing your hog to this? Yeah, it's a pretty tough run. So now we're going to do another horse tilt to go to Karspire, which, as you guys know, is where you get Dragonbane, and it's right here. That was a decent tilt, not the best, but it's really good for a marathon. Getting a tilt first try is like pretty insane for most of these. And now we're going to do another new tilt, and this is the hardest tilt in the run. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get a ton of speed on this tilt and hopefully discover, hopefully not do that. What happened right there is if you exit the cave with your horse tilt like that, it kind of makes a blue screen appear, and it's basically a soft lock. But good thing I could load out of that. Occasionally, you'll not be able to load the save. So right here, I just need to get up to the top with this tilt and discover Skyhaven Temple, and then use the rest of that speed to hopefully make it all the way to Riften. And oh my gosh, that was insane. That was really good. And we've just punched a horse and discovered Riften. And that is the toughest tilt in the run in my opinion. But now that that's done, there's like a few more things that are going to be pretty difficult. So right here we wait to get Brynjolf to talk to us, so we get a fast trip, like an easy menuing strat to go fast. And what we did right there was vendor glitch, where we stole a bunch of this guy's money by selling his items back to himself.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
And we're going to go to Dawnstar. Now this is a pretty new addition as well to the route, and we're going to do another ghost tilt, because before we used to do a horse tilt to Septimus and then take a carriage to Solitude, but that's slow, because carriage rides are pretty slow. So we just do a ghost tilt from here. So I made a save at the tanning rack, and I want a lot of speed, but that was kind of a weird amount of speed. I think it was a bit too much. And the way you tell speed in this game is by how far away you get off the horse. That should be good. So now hopefully my game doesn't crash. This is very likely, this is one of the tilts that can crash very easily, and if it does, it's like a revert. But it looks like we're good, except we're kind of at a weird speed here. Okay, that was good. That's actually really good for a marathon. I didn't expect to get these tilts so quickly. So now we steal those quest items, because for the main quest you need to go to the Thalmor Embassy and everything. That's pretty long, so we just take the items and skip all of it. So you might notice the screen or buffer a lot. That's because I'm quick saving and quick loading, and it does a ton of things in this game. So we're going to take that lexicon to get the Elder Scroll, because talking to Septimus takes way too long. And we're going to go to Mizark Tower. Yeah. So right here, we do a horse tilt to Mizark Tower. Hopefully my game doesn't crash from this. Okay. Ooh, that was kind of scary. It's important to note that doing horse tilts you can die really easily. And we're going to just kind of crouch through here. Here we go. That clip is really finicky. There's just a ton of stuff that can go wrong, but everything's working out. Now, this is going to play out normally. Just going to do the puzzle and get the Elder Scroll. Fun thing to note is if you click these buttons way too quickly, you can soft lock the game, and you kind of have to mess around with them in order to stop the puzzle from not working. It's pretty annoying. So now we got the Elder Scroll, and now we're going to continue with the main storyline here. So we used the journal to navigate our map much faster than scrolling around with like our cursor. We're going to just kind of walk through there. Before you do a wait to like have the Khajiit that walks through the door like teleported away, so it makes it easier, but you could just go around the left side. The Elder Scroll. Title said scrolls. Well, there are multiple scrolls actually. In if you have DLC, you can get like 3 Elder Scrolls, I believe. Yeah, it's not hard to obtain the Elder Scroll. All you do is talk to some old guy who lives in a cave, and he gives you a cube, and you just go through the back entrance and get the Elder Scroll.
This'll just take a moment.
Yep. So I do very specific amounts of weights at certain points. So whenever I do a weight, I'm actually manipulating the time so I get the perfect schedule so every person is where they're supposed to be. And it saves like a plenty amount of time, around like probably two minutes, which is pretty significant for such a short run. And now we're just going to finish talking to Esbern, who's like, yeah, the dragons are coming back, and we kind of have to stop them. So now we're going to do the load warp here. I'm just going to bring that Esbern save out of the Ratway, because walking through the Ratway takes like a minute. And once again, load warps are pretty difficult. Died the game 5 times. Ooh, this is rough. My setup here is not the best. Elder Scroll DLC. There we go. It's kind of finicky, the load warp, but it's good we still got it. Fallout 4 DLC makes Skyrim playable on the Pip-Boy. That'll be fun. That's pretty funny. Okay. So we fast travel to Riften Stables here before coming back here, so we make sure the schedule works out for marriage and everything, because everyone knows that we have so much time in this speedrun that we can get married. In fact, we have such a large estimate. Oh, okay, this is not good. Okay. So this is going to be pretty weird. I'm not sure what's going on because Esbern is not with me. That's weird. Okay, let me check something. Hopefully I didn't do something wrong here. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. That was my fault. I load warped a bit too early. because you need to skip all of Esbern's dialogue right there in order for him to follow you. And he wasn't there with me, so that would have been really bad. But that's fine. We got it. I found the problem before it got worse. Again, like, this is actually a really good pace for a run, even despite that mistake costing around a minute. Okay. And now we just go to the inn. Before we did the wrong warp to the inn, but because of the new ghost tilt, this is much better. And hopefully no thugs here. Good. There's a chance of getting thugs to show up at the door right here and they fight you. And it's kind of really bad for the run. You kind of just have to kill them. And they're pretty strong. Here we go. And now we go get married, because marriage is important, guys, to be honest. Everyone has to get married. I mean, it might not be for everyone, but for Skyrim runners, it's kind of important.
What do you need? Here you are. Now, my skill with a
Yep.
master of magic at your side. I am
Oh.
an apprentice wizard.
I kind of messed up there, because I need to equip the amulet first before I get married.
Is that an amulet? Well, yes. Why? It's settled then.
And there we go. Getting married. Super hyped.
Yes. You wish to be married?
And there we go. Now let's finish up the main quest here. It's going to be just a bit of talking about dragons and their lore. This part takes a super long time casually because you just have to wait for them to walk up the stairs and talk. And they have so much dialogue here. So right there I skipped a ton of dialogue. And now we're going to dupe Dragonbane. So how many Dragonbanes did I get this time? Let's see. 4. Cool. I normally get between 4 to 5. And how you do that is you quick save and quick load the game. And what happens is the game lags. So if you mash to grab the item, you grab multiple Dragonbanes. So in that case I got 4 to 4, and you can get a ton if you do it like fast enough. It's pretty interesting. So now here we're going to talk to Arngeir. And because the front main entrance is locked, because there's a prerequisite quest for it, we're just going to kind of go through under High Hrothgar through the back entrance, because for some reason that door is always unlocked. Now we talk to Arngeir, tell them that we found Alduin's Wall, and we want to learn Dragonrend.
We do not regret this loss. Only pass on that.
And now we get to speak to the best dragon of all of Skyrim. Yep. Oh. Slight mess up there. That's fine. Hopefully this works. Yep. Buckets are still useful. Buckets are still the most useful thing. to learn all these shouts of clear skies.
I will grant you.
And now we go speak to Mario.
Since you paid my fee recently.
Buckets are actually the best solution to any problem. So if you have any difficulty, just use a bucket. Now we're going to do a wait right here for a pretty fun sound bite. And that actually saves 1 second by just doing that wait, because Parthenax normally takes a long time to breathe fire on the wall. And now we're going to shout some fire and just go through this dialogue. Just skip past all the important lore.
Is why
So now Parthenax flies off, and we're just going to set up this glitch. Okay. And now we're going to go get married. Because marriage, it's wedding day, I'm so hyped. Look, you can see me in my ragged clothes. All dressed up for the occasion.
Here's the proud groom now.
And oh no! Get warped out of marriage right here. I failed my wedding ceremony. Okay, but we can move around now in the cutscene, so worth it, I guess. Okay. Now here we're just going to progress the main quest more by discovering locations sooner. For instance, going to Windhelm so we can get a fast travel location for the Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak. And we are just going to get there by breathing fire on this guard here. Warping to guards is really useful. Now we're just going to go back to High Hrothgar and Throat of the World. And it's important to note, this cutscene is very delicate. For instance, you can't quick save, quick load, you can't make a hard save, you can't load, so if the game crashes, you have to redo all of this. So hopefully it doesn't crash. Another thing I should note is you have to be at the Throat of the World at certain location, like certain times, or otherwise it soft locks the game. Yeah, you didn't know? Skyrim has gay marriage. Oh, okay. Did you guys see that? That guy just went flying. He just flew past my camera. Politics soon? Yeah, politics soon. But good thing is, we don't have to worry too much about politics.
Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption?
Please. Well, I trust
And we're just going to finish talking to Jarl Balgruuf. And now here, this is a pretty tough part. The hardest fight section. Hopefully I land this. That's good. If you miss that shout, you lose 30 seconds. So landing that shout is super important. And so right here is a glitch called the infinite power attack. So if you do a power attack and cancel it by rapidly clicking, you don't use any stamina for your power attacks. And that was actually the perfect fight. So that's pretty impressive. So now we just skip a bunch of dialogue here and climb up to the top. And get ready to talk to Mr. Parthenax here. You have to be slow to talk to Parthenax there because if you talk to him too early, he talks about something else, which is pretty weird. We're pretty slow. Yeah, hopefully no courier. He's probably going to show up at the end. And that was what ruined my last run, so hopefully it doesn't happen this time. So you might wonder why I have my swords out right now. And it's going to be for just getting out of here faster. Who is this Alduin guy? Oh, that's why you make a quick save, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was slower than normal, but if you do it correctly, it should save like a second. So now, because of scheduling correctly, Arngeir is right outside here. So instead of having to go inside and talk to him there, we can just talk to him outside here and just fast travel really quickly.
You misunderstand, Dorothy. I see. Parthenax.
So now here we go somewhere in solitude. Most locations work fine. Yep. That's really good RNG. It's like a 50-50 whether or not the guard is there or not. And if he is, it saves like 5 seconds of running to a guard and punching or hitting them. Now we're just going to start this peace council.
One of the prisoners. Why don't you? I suspect.
And just recruit everyone. Make sure they're ready for the peace council.
My job is to quell this. Yes.
For the persuade options, because you're level 1, like, I guess your like default level speech, you don't like pass it at all. So now we're going to just go get married again, because yeah, I feel bad for Mercurio. We have a bunch of time right now. You see, we're only 30 minutes in. We have time to get married again.
Need
Oh,
something?
you're in the way.
All right. Just because it's you.
That was kind of interesting. So we're going to go get married. Last time was a mistake. It's not like I was purposely warped out of there.
Even better. Forgiveness is the.
And now we're going to get married. So, wedding ceremony is in a day or so. So I have time to do the main quest stuff. There's quick ways to level up speech, including like doing the vendor glitch that I did earlier in the run. You can level up speech really quickly like that. The issue is it's slower than just clicking the other option besides persuade. So now here, we're ready for the wedding ceremony. But first we have to do politics, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to do something here that should speed things up, hopefully. Hopefully this works. Oh. So that was a bit too far. I just want to make sure that the time is good in the run. Oh. I think this might work. So just traveled around a few places. So hopefully it makes this part a bit faster. Okay, so we climb up here. It's kind of weird. Okay. That ramp that you climb up there, it's kind of like weird. Sometimes you just zip up it, sometimes you just get stuck. It's kind of hard to control. So we're going to wait here a little bit. Oh. Okay. And we're going to get ready for council. Yep. But because I don't think I want to do this, guys. This council segment. Look how long they take to talk. So let's just get out of here. Oh no, I failed my wedding. But at least we can speed this part up. So now we're just going to go in and out doors. Instead of going through this entire council segment. Because this is a bit faster in real time. I believe in terms of in-game time, it's slower by around a minute, but it's like 30 seconds or so faster than in RTA, so in real time. Oh, I think that was one too many, but that's fine. So now we talk to Tullius and then just exit again. It's way faster than listening to their dialogue for like ages. In fact, we get to not worry about the unskippable dialogue as well. And now we wait here for Ulfric. And now we just enter and exit twice. Yep, it's just opening or leaving and entering areas again speeds up NPCs, which is why we do it a lot. And it's pretty fast. And now we wait for Esbern to talk. There we go.
Cross-referencing by calling the dragon with he's not I think it's very likely.
And now we get to go see Mr. Odoving, the dragon that everyone can summon. And he's the reason why I lost my last run, so I'm kind of mad at Mr. Odoving. So now we just climb up here, get the shout ready.
As I promised, my men know what to do.
And just do the shout. And we wait for Odoving to come here. And we're going to shout right through the door. We're getting pretty close to the end of the run here. It's going to be another 5 minutes or so. So, if you guys want to see the glitch exhibition, I have a bunch of glitches planned. So hopefully you guys can donate so we can reach that incentive.
Many among ourselves.
And we're just going to talk here. So now we do a wait at the top, skip a few lines of dialogue, do a wait here, and hopefully no courier. Okay. Yay, I didn't get couriered. Okay, and we're good. So now we're going to do another horse tilt, this time going all the way to the top, into Sovereign Guard. Oh, this is really weird. I'm not sure if it will work. Okay, hopefully it will. I think this should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually pretty good. Not the best, but yeah. Now we're in Sovereign Guard, and we're going to beat Alduin for the second and last time. So we're just going to do a small horse tilt here to skip this running section all the way to the end. Hopefully game doesn't crash or do that. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Now we go up to Soon here, and we're going to attack him and shout him, and that's good. Oh, we're going to be pretty underestimate here. Hey, Dirt Tossed. How's it going? Thanks for the good luck. And now we're just going to go in and outdoors. Speed this up again. Time is when Alduin dies, which is coming up pretty shortly, in around 2 minutes or so. Okay, and now we're just going to go through this shout phase. Yep, Skyrim, always fun. We're coming up to the final 30 seconds or so here. So once Alduin starts flying down here after the last shout, be ready for time, because it's going to be pretty quick of a fight, because we're pretty strong. Because 2 Dragon Banes is really overpowered. Okay. Now we fight Alduin. This fight is way easier. You don't have to go to the side next to the wing. because everyone's attacking him, beating him down, and time. Hey. Yep. And that is Skyrim. 42 minutes, 30 seconds. Wow. So I had my in-game timer as well, and that was 32:29, which is a really, really good time for, like, especially a marathon run. I think this is the fastest marathon run of Skyrim so far. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I think that should be it, unless I have enough time for doing the glitch exhibition, because I've finished pretty underestimate. So what do you guys think? Should I show off some glitches? Or... because I don't believe the incentive was met. So if you guys show you guys how to become a horse, glitches? People are asking for glitches? Okay, cool. That's actually really cool. So what we're going to do here is let's do this one first. So this glitch is a ghost-like glitch. If you know how the ghost tilt works, you can just go through objects, move at fast speeds, but you can do this by sitting in a chair and jumping at the same time. So once you do that, your arms are raised while you're sitting in a chair. And if you steal some items from the table and get guards angry at you, and once they hit you, you can now just walk through objects. Like that. And funny thing is, if I press to go back into this, let me toggle God mode. So if you press E, the interact button, you start falling, and your character can start moving regularly again, except your camera is kind of stuck at this weird angle. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, this glitch was discovered pretty recently as well by Nosfera. He's one of the biggest glitch experts. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. So right here, I have a horse, and I'm going to enter into Riften at the same time I get on top of the horse. And if I do it right, my camera is kind of bugged out, as you can see. So what's going on here is I can actually load warp this save. So I'm going to get my load warp save. And hopefully, oh, my game crashed. Typical Skyrim. I'm glad that that didn't happen during the run. Okay. So I'm going to load warp that save. going to be kind of difficult, but if once I get it, it's pretty worth it. Yep, Skyrim always crashes. Okay. There we go. I kind of got lost in the menu there because the menu goes invisible and it's kind of hard to navigate, and you don't want to quit to desktop. Oh. Okay. Wait. Did I do something wrong? Okay, let me just try it again. Hopefully I can get this to work because this glitch is super funny. Okay. So once you load that save, now you can see. Oh, what? Okay, I guess it doesn't work. Sometimes glitches just don't work for reasons. But I can just load this rift and save to show you how it looks like. Or not. Okay. Yep. Sometimes glitches just don't work. But yeah. Okay. I'll just try to do... I'll do this glitch. This glitch was showed off 2 years ago at GDQ by Chops. So right now, my hands are bound. This is the classic Skyrim glitch. So because I just did enable player controls, you can go into third person, see that my hands are not bound, but when you get too close to a city, your arms kind of just go like that. And doing enable player controls again, you can move around again. Yep, it's just your character is pretty messed up right now. And the person here normally spawns in the wall. Funny thing is, you can actually complete most of the game by just doing this. Problem is you can't like attack or use spells and stuff. Hey Noob Salmon. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to do a horse tilt. So once I do a horse tilt, oh shoot. Let me do that again. I don't want to do the double speed glitch yet. I just want to do, okay. Well, this is a glitch. So occasionally if you do a horse tilt, your character can mess up and do this, where they're standing on the horse, and I guess we can call this horse surfing. An unintended glitch, guys. I didn't mean to show off this glitch. This is also a pretty funny glitch, yeah. But let's get to the actual glitches. There's way too many. Okay, yeah, I need to reset my game because of that weird glitch. Okay, yeah, I'll show off these last two. I didn't mean to do that horse surfing glitch. That's just an unintended side effect. Another side effect that can happen from that is what is it? You could just become the horse. Yeah. So right here, I'm going to do another glitch. So this is from ghost tilting. Yeah, you can go through walls and stuff. But one thing you might not know is if you quick save and quick load, your character kind of gets messed up. And my game crashed. Cool. It's going to crash a ton. But this should be fine. You think this should still work? Yeah, so I'm here. So if I quick save and quick load, your character all of a sudden starts floating like this. And they're just going to float off into the sunset very slowly. Or just hover around with their legs. You can see their feet just flying all around. And if you move around like this, your character also moves weirdly in a way. Camera glitches are pretty funny. Okay. And the last glitch. This one can be useful for a speedrun, but right now it's way too inconsistent. This will be the last glitch for me, and hopefully this works. It might crash the game a lot. So let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if this will work. So actually, let's do this one. Maybe this will work. Oh, my game crashed. That makes sense. That was too loaded of an area. Let me load up, not that one. I need to load up a pretty specific save so it doesn't crash as often. Okay, so I'm just going to get off the horse here and make a save. And now do this double speed glitch. So hopefully this works. Oh, my game crashed again. Skyrim crash reset? I didn't see that. Okay. I didn't see that until now. That's pretty funny. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully this works. This might work. Cool, it worked. So right here you can see I'm moving at like double speed. Oh, no! It worked and then it crashed. That's the problem. But what happens is you can move at double speed and like punch twice as fast. It's pretty interesting. Let me try it one more time to get the full experience. Yeah, so as you can see here, I can punch twice as fast, and you can see everyone else is moving like pretty like normal speed. But you can just kill all these bandits so quick. It might be able to be used at like the end of the speedrun where you're fighting Alduin, but yeah. There's a lot of fun stuff with that. So yeah. I think that should be it for Skyrim. So yeah. Okay, that was pretty fun. Lots of glitches and stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching that. And if you like Skyrim or just Elder Scrolls action in general, I run every single Elder Scrolls game, and hopefully I can get Elder Scrolls Anthology runs. So hopefully that comes soon. And thanks for watching, and yeah. Okay. Yep. All good.
All right. So that was Skyrim. Oh god, that's my voice over on the other computer. I don't like the sound of my voice. How's everyone doing in chat? We comfy? We cozy? Because I'm pretty cozy. Someone just tried to open a door? I think someone did. In case you guys aren't following the lore, I am currently in the lamest escape room of all time. I can leave, but I can't get back in. It's like an anti-escape room. So we're about to transfer over to another restreamer. Give me a break. Just gonna see if they're ready yet.